What assumptions have you made about yourself? Would it be possible to enjoy life more simply by questioning some of those assumptions? You're listening to Pure Light, where we explore how you can believe in yourself and be happy with who you are so that you feel worthy of your craziest dreams and confident in your power to make them happen. My name is Ailey. I'm a coach, writer, and Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. This is episode 81, and it's about the connection between autopilot and assumptions about yourself. When I was in my late 20s, I wanted to start eating healthier, and I wanted to do that by eating more fruits and vegetables. I was super busy at the time, so I needed to do it in a way that was quick and easy. And one of the things that I started doing was I started making myself smoothies for breakfast in the morning. So they were full of fruit and protein powder and like some greens, and I loved it. But there were times that I was traveling for work, and when I was staying in a hotel and working at a client site, it really didn't work for me to be doing that. So instead, I started buying these pre-made smoothies from the grocery store. And the first time I did that, I bought the berry flavors because I was like, ooh, I like berries, and I tried them, and then I liked them. And then the next week when I went back, I bought the same flavors. And I kept doing that over and over because I knew that I liked them. And at some point after many weeks and many bottles of the berry flavors, when I was standing in the grocery store in front of that refrigerator shelf that had all of those smoothies, I noticed that there were like 7 other flavors that I had never even bothered to try. And that's when I realized I didn't even know if I liked the berry flavors the best. I had just gotten into the habit of buying them. And I guess I had kind of assumed that I did because I had that initial thought, I like berries the first time I was there and I made those choices. And so as soon as I realized this, I decided to test that assumption, and see which one I actually liked the best. And over the course of the next several weeks, I bought 1 bottle of each of the flavors so I could try it and see how I liked it. And it turned out that there were other flavors that I really liked. And there was a green smoothie that I actually liked better than the berry flavors. And that made me realize I had, in a way, been depriving myself of this thing that I really liked because of the assumption I had made when I first made that choice about which smoothie to buy. So when you're on autopilot, you make assumptions about yourself, assumptions about what you want, what you like, what's best for you. You often don't even realize that you're doing it. And when you make those kinds of assumptions about yourself, they can become a habit. And that habit can make you eliminate other possibilities and not even consider other options. Kind of like I couldn't really see the other flavors once I started buying the berry ones because I would just be rushing through the grocery store. And I know I'm talking about like a pretty simple thing here, but this could really apply to any aspect of life. So where could you potentially increase your level of enjoyment simply by testing your assumptions and exploring new possibilities? Where would you benefit from slowing down and paying more attention to your life? There's some research that says that human beings are on autopilot nearly half the time. So we're mentally checked out and not paying attention to what's happening in the moment, which means that almost 50% of our decisions are made automatically. And that can happen really easily when you're busy and constantly rushing because you aren't really aware of the choices you're making. You don't even think about it. They're usually based on habit and past experience. So in order to really know what you want, what you like, and what's best for you, you need to consciously choose. You need to explore your options and try all the possibilities. That'll give you the opportunity to make a decision based on data and personal experience, rather than on assumptions about it. There's a big difference between thinking you know something and actually trying it and seeing what the experience is like for yourself. And that's what's possible when you get off autopilot and make conscious choices. When you approach your choices with conscious awareness and an open mind, you can discover new things about yourself. Because instead of operating under old assumptions, you're gathering new data, you're exploring new possibilities. You aren't making decisions based on old patterns. You're consciously deciding in the moment what you want and what's best for you. I'm going to talk more about freeing yourself from making assumptions based on the past in the next episode. To make sure you get it, subscribe to Pure Light wherever you listen to podcasts. And also, I talked about being on autopilot in a previous episode. If you'd like to go back and listen to it, you can find it at purelightpodcast.com. And if you want even more stuff like this, I send out self-love strategies every Sunday by email to help you trust yourself and stop overthinking. You can subscribe to that at purelightpodcast.com. Just click the button that says Get Self-Love Strategies. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time, may you be guided by your light.